We just did the roll off. I just started recording after we did the roll. I won the roll. I swear. You can ask
cheated.
chat.
He's
you can ask
cheating.
chat if you
Don't let
don't
him
know.
cheat.
I'll take the play. Also, Joe, I hope you know I'm just kidding with you. I think you're the greatest, and you're fun to make fun of. And that's welcome to my world. Everyone thinks I'm fun to make fun of.
Everybody makes fun of you, and you found like, what is it called? The cycle of abuse.
You found what is it called? The cycle of abuse. Oh no. Goodness. I love you, Joe. All right, let's see. I'm going to keep my hand. Are you going to keep your hand?
I will keep my hand.
All right, I'm going to show my hand off to late chat.
Do you want to switch the camera?
No, I didn't do it for anyone else because I was too busy playing.
Interesting.
No peeking. This is my hand. All right.
Here is my hand.
Night Uber Cube.
Magic cards.
All right. Ready, Anthony?
Oh, I see the chat. Now that's a hand.
I mean, a lot of hands with this deck look good, and then they're just not. I'm going to play a Wild Growth on an untapped Stomping Ground.
Winning.
Oh, we got to put this in the right window for this to work. And I got to be out of the text area, too. And then boop, boop. You're winning. Pass the turn.
I will draw a card. I will play a Plains and cast Student of Warfare and say go.
I'll untap. I will draw. Red and 6, down tick on the Student of Warfare.
Oh my goodness.
And I will play a Den of the Bugbear.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
I'll untap. I'll draw a card. Play a Plains. Cast a Glimmer Lens.
You got a Glimmer
And
Lens.
say go.
And a 2/2 Rebel attached to it. I'll untap. I will draw.
Got climbing to do. Just imagine you turning around and climbing up the wall.
I'm going to shock and a Sacred Foundry.
Okay.
Go into 16.
Sure.
I'll make a green, green, red, red. I'll do a Territorial Kavu and a Deeproot Wayfinder.
Yuck.
I'll uptick red and 6 on nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. How big is your Kavu?
3/3. Forest, Plains, Mountain.
I'm going to play Plains. I'm going to tap that Plains for a portable hole.
You got lots of juicy targets.
I know. I'm going to target red and 6 because I'm scared of it, but I'm not sure if that's actually the right choice because you don't even have a fetch land right now. And then I'm going to pay 2 and 2 life and cast Porcelain Legionnaire.
First strike.
And say go.
You paid 2 life. You're at 18. I think Glimmer Lens is fantastic. Aqua. Tap, draw. Play a tapped Overgrown Tomb.
I see.
Making Territorial Kavu a 4/4.
Okay.
I will go to combat.
Yes.
Attack with
No
Territorial
blocks.
Kavu. Trigger. I'm going to discard Wasteland and draw a card.
Okay. Glad I did that thing. I guess Wasteland
have
can't
no-
hit. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. All right, you
Great.
take 4. Put you to 14. Second main phase.
Yes, maybe I really don't care about red and 6.
I'll play an Augur of Autumn.
Yeah.
And pass the turn.
So you got 2 2/3s.
2 2/3s and a 4/4.
I'll untap. I'll draw a card. Play Sunbake Canyon. 3 for Blade Splicer.
Sure.
Trigger. Make a dude. Don't I have a dude? There's a dude. And then I'll pay a life, cast a Skull Clamp,
Sure.
and say go.
All right.
I should be at 13.
Take one more. Yeah, you're at 13. I'll untap. I will draw. I will choose to look at the top card of my library at any time because I'm permitted to. I do not have Coven. I only have 2s and 4s.
2s and 4s.
2s and 4s and 2s and 4s.
Thanks, Ross.
I'm
glad you enjoyed the episode. I feel like it was therapeutic for us too.
Yeah, it was a good episode to do. I'm glad people responded to it positively. Okay, so now you have 2 first strikers.
Correct.
That's annoying. I think my line is going to be to just play out a Scavenging Ooze.
Ooh.
And pass the turn.
I will untap. Draw a card. So what am I supposed to do now?
I don't know.
I don't really want to lose my 1 toughness creatures. For reasons. I could just... So if I just attack, I'm just chump attacking 1 time. That seems bad. You have how many cards in hand?
1.
1 card. I'm going to cast Esper Sentinel.
Sure.
I will clamp it.
Okay.
Draw 2.
It dies. This is going to be a Skull Clamp is good game.
Pay 2 and a life. I'll cast a Lion Sash.
Got you at 12. I will respond to the casting of Lion Sash
Sure.
and eat both the creatures in your graveyard.
Yeah.
I don't think you have mana, but you know, you never know.
I'll say go.
All right, I go up to 18 and make another 4/4. I will untap. I will draw.
Qualified self. I like that.
I will look at the top card of my library. All right, I'm going to pay 2 for a Lotus Cobra.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Plains off the top of my library, make a blue mana.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll have an extra mana left over. Do I want to use it for anything? Yeah, I want to use it to make green mana later, but I can't float a green mana because my only green mana source is I should have tapped differently for the. No, I had to pay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a kind of a bummer. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I guess I'll leave the Sacred Foundry untapped. I'll play Pia and Kieran Nalar.
Uh-oh, what's that do?
You know Pia and Kieran Nalar.
Yeah, I mean,
Make 2 Thopters, can throw them at you, etc., etc.
2 damage to target creature or player. Ugh.
All right. Hey, good news. I got no cards in hand.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
But you can kill all of my things now.
You've got a Skull Clamp.
I might just have to clamp them. I could clamp everything.
I will pass the turn.
Draw. Play Plains. So, you can deal 2 damage twice next turn.
Yes. With the mana I have in play, I can deal 2 damage twice next turn. I also need artifacts to sacrifice. I, of course, only have 2 of those right now.
So, I'm tempted to... I can't make this big enough to survive. I don't know how I win if I just Skull Clamp all these guys that you can kill, though.
Draw a card? Profit?
Yeah, I guess I just have to find out.
I mean, having 6 cards in hand is pretty good.
And I'm at, what, 12?
You're at 12.
All right, you know what? I'm not here not to draw cards. Let's clamp the... There's no chance I attack here this turn, right?
I got a pretty spooky board.
Yeah. All right, let's start by clamping the Blade Splicer.
It dies.
You're also going to have a huge spooky guy. I'll draw 2. Well, shit. if. I'm so mad at myself all of a sudden.
Do you draw something that says, kill your opponent for each splicer you control? What are you mad at yourself for?
I will play the Skyclave Apparition.
That's a really good one. I see what you're saying. You want to be able to attack now.
Well, if I kept the Blade Splicer, then I would still have double first strike and be in good block town.
It resolves.
Trigger. I was planning on naming Pia and Cure, whatever.
It's up to you. You have the choice.
But I'm just going to die to the thing. Yeah, I will name Pia.
Okay. That's just going forever.
Yep.
Oh, actually, you can't. It's 3 mana or less, right? Or is it 4 or less? It's 4 or less? Okay.
That was the first time I've had to think about that in this cube.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that it matters.
I do like having this, but I'm also going to draw a bunch more cards, so I will play a Ganjo. Do I want to Skull Clamp more stuff?
Could be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to clamp the Lion Sash.
Okay.
Draw 2. I'll pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw a known card. I will look at the top card of my library. No flyers, right?
No flyers.
I will go to combat.
You're in combat.
I'm going to attack you with 2 Thopters and 2 4/4s. Attack trigger on the territorial Kavu. I assume this is a May. No, I have to choose one. Up to 1 target card. You have any non-creatures in your graveyard?
No.
Okay. I will choose not to exile anything or discard a card with territorial Kavu. So, nothing going on there. Just attacks.
Oof. This is not good for me.
What? Did I cheat? Or did you cheat? Did you play multiple lands last turn?
I don't think so, did I?
I don't know. Vintage Cube Storm. Did one of us cheat? Said play Plains and a Ganja the same turn, pretty sure. I have not.
Did I?
I have not missed a land drop. I have 5 lands. I was on the play.
No, that might be true.
Yeah, you did, I guess.
Zoops. Well, then this is tapped.
And you have taken a life. Thank you for the close read.
That was not intentional. I'm just a bad Magic player.
But were you intentionally a bad Magic player?
No. I think I just lose. This is a 5/5.
No, 4/4.
4/4 still.
That can never get to 5. I don't have no islands in my deck, so that's
Right.
just a 4/4 now.
You get a 4/4 again if I do that? Man. Oh, it's too late for this. I will double block with a Rebel and a Golem on
Kavu?
Kavu.
And leave the rest unblocked?
You can eat 2 of these. I will take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I won't eat anything, so just take your 6.
Okay.
And then Kavu, I will kill the Golem. All right. Second main. Play Wooded Foothills for turn. Make a black mana. White. Green. Any color. I'll play Thalia off the top. And the Gitrog monster.
Let's read this one. First strike. Death Touch. You may play additional land. Creature you control. It's like it's Thalia and the Gitrog monster on 1 card.
Yeah. Doing a lot of stuff.
Neat.
And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. You're at 18?
I'm at 18.
Hmm.
Oh, you took 6. Down to 5.
It's got first strike and death touch.
Yeah.
They don't usually do that.
You kind of got to remove it.
You know what card has... Wow, all my removal looks terrible right now.
You got a Gauntlet back in your hand. That's pretty good.
That's true. That's true. I'm going to play Cave of the Frost Dragon.
You got it.
Enters tapped. Tap a Blains. Equip Skull Clamp to my Rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Say go.
I will eat both the creatures in your graveyard.
Okay.
And then I will untap. I will draw. Left a lot of mana up, huh? Ooh.
Just 4?
Let's see. Oh, there's actually not that many. There's 2 things left for me to do. If I do that, then I can't do the other thing this turn. Yeah, it's a bummer, but I think we're just going to do that. All right, I'm going to tap and sacrifice a Wooded Foothills, paying a life. I go get a basic forest. And when that enters the battlefield, I will make a mana. Let's call it a green mana.
How do folks keep track of all this? Meaning the board state?
All of this.
Poorly.
Then I'll play Titania.
Is that really necessary?
Trigger, get back Wooded Foothills.
Yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Okay, that comes back. I make a
5/3.
make a 5. Well, not yet.
Right.
I make a mana.
That's when it dies.
I'll make a red mana when it enters the battlefield. I'm gonna go ahead and tap and sacrifice it right now again.
Sure.
Now I'll make a 5/3.
These are not decks from the cube that we were just talking about. These are decks from a rotisserie draft of Andy's Bun Magic.
I guess we didn't talk about it at all. A pretty abrupt shift of context without really explaining it. Entertaining people's hard. Here's my elemental token.
Judge, you have a card on top of your library in a confusing manner.
I was getting ready to shuffle and then I didn't. Do I want untapped mana? I don't know what I'm going to reveal on top with Augur. So yeah, sure. I'm going to get an untapped mountain. And when that enters the battlefield, I'll make a white mana.
Neat. Fun. So you have
Actually, I'll know what's on top of my library by the time I get to choose the resolution of that ability, right?
Yeah, you choose on resolution.
Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you what color I'm going to make yet. I'm going to look at the top of my library first.
Can you edit the title during the stream? Is that how it works?
Probably.
Neat.
Let's see if I can do that right now.
You can also find the spreadsheet, I believe, of this rotisserie draft if you go back to one of the recent podcast episode show notes.
The most recent one.
The most recent one. Great.
No, not the most recent one. The second most recent.
Second most.
Well, I guess
that's
it's probably linked in both.
Hey, thank you, Tyler.
I think I just changed the stream. I mean, I definitely just changed the stream information. Whether updated live, I'm not sure. Okay, I finished shuffling, right? Did I finish shuffling?
How do you know when you're finished shuffling?
Not yet played land for turn, importantly. My first land for turn is going to be another wooded...
Wait,
I'm choosing to make a white. I have a red and white in my mana pool.
Titania puts the land back into play.
Yes.
It's not the hand. Okay.
Yeah. I have a red and white in my mana pool. I'm going to play another land off the top and make another red mana. And then my second land for turn off the top is going to be Field of the Dead. I'm going to make a zombie.
Wow. Okay, I haven't conceded yet because I want to learn a lesson. I want to ask a rules question. That's the only reason I'm not conceding.
And I'm going to make a
because
green
I have a
mana.
win-win.
Now I have green, red, white in my mana pool, thanks to Lotus Cobra. I'll play Arbor Elf off the top. Red, white in my mana pool.
Okay.
Play Elvish Reclaimer off the top.
Neat.
Sacrifice Wooded Foothills.
Mm-hmm. Make another 5/3.
Make another 5/3.
Scapeshift is not, and I don't think it's ever been in this cube, but
It has not, it's
stuff
true.
has been happening.
Get another 5/3. I only have one of these tokens, so I'll put this other thing. But I can't see that on stream at all. Here's my second 5/3.
Doesn't matter.
My second 5/3. I'm gonna get an untapped Temple Guard. I'm gonna pay the life because I want to. So I'll take 2.
Wayfinder has not been able to attack. I had a bunch of first strike
So I
creatures.
still
for
have red,
a second there.
white, and I'm gonna add green when Temple Guard enters the battlefield, and green when Wooded Foothills enters the battlefield. So I have 2 green now as well. Unless I've messed something up. Oh, that's also another zombie.
Zombie. Mm-hmm.
2 more zombies? No. I played the fetch before Field of the Dead. Now I've played both lands for turn.
Yeah, making decisions like it matters. That does matter because if he makes a mistake, he's going to get banned from the DCI.
It's true. I will allow... I have green mana in my mana pool. That's... Okay, I'll use the 1 green mana floating to exile this Territorial Kavu to this.
Smart.
Gain a life. Oops, I switched windows. Now the buttons are no longer going to work. I think I lost 2 life and gained 1 since I stopped pressing the buttons. Okay, I go to combat.
Sure.
Gonna attack with the Thopters, Titania, Scavenging Ooze, not Titania, Thalia. This is summoning sick. And at this point, I think I just need to force you. You're forced to block things anyway, so I guess I'll also throw all of these into the mix.
Okay. Great.
So 1, 2, 6, plus 7. There's a 13, plus 2, 2. So 15, 17. 19.
Okay, great. I'm going to pay 3 mana. I'm going to channel Iganjo, target Thalian the Gitrog monster.
My beautiful Thalian the Gitrog monster.
Does Thalian the Gitrog monster not trigger whenever lands enter the battlefield?
When I attack, this triggers before you get to do this. I guess you can respond to the trigger.
What does it do?
Whenever it attacks, I have to sacrifice a creature or land to draw a card.
Yeah, I'm just playing Judges. I'm making Andy play Judges Tower here.
I'm going to sacrifice this Plains, and do you want to respond with the card draw on the stack?
I will do that.
Okay, and it dies.
Now, time for me to shine. Me to ask a rules question. I'll take 1.
Boop.
I will cast Swift Reconfiguration, targeting the Scavenging Ooze.
What your rules question
So I
is.
believe this turns into a vehicle, which removes it from combat, and you cannot crew it and then redeclare it as an attacker, or is it still in combat as a...
It just gets removed from combat. Yeah, I can't crew it now and then turn it back into a creature, yeah.
Fantastic. Then I will go to declare my blockers. I will block the...
I get another elemental.
Augur of Autumn and the Lotus Cobra with the Glimmerlens Rebel. And... Actually, sorry. I'll block the Deeproot Wayfinder with the Glimmerlens guy and the Lotus Cobra. Right? That'll trade, and that'll be on Augur of Autumn.
Okay, so
I'll take
trade,
2 and
trade. So the only thing that survives in your grand is the guy. You take 2 from Thopters.
I will draw 2 from Skullclamp.
Yep. This dies.
And you took me 1 from my Sunbaked Canyon.
I take you 1 for Sunbaked Canyon. So you're at 1 after the Sunbaked Canyon and taking 2?
That seems excessive, but if you say
I think that's what you're at. I don't know.
Yeah, you do get a 4/4 illusion from my...
I get a 4/4 illusion. I do have that token over here.
Is it an illusion or is it a spirit?
It's an illusion.
It is an illusion.
Yep.
Weird.
I think you and I've had this exact exchange.
And last time, I didn't read the card.
Here's my illusion token. Okay, now I have a new card on top of my library. I will still just choose to pass the turn.
Neat. I'll untap. I'll draw a card. Neat. I'll concede.
Okay.
Swift Reconfiguration felt really bad there.
How long did you have it in hand?
A long time.
I think it would have been perfectly fine until like that exact last turn of the game. I would have done it a long time ago. I guess no. I always forget. Yeah, it was pretty bad there. You're right, because Augur of Autumn and Scavenging Ooze both have plenty of value in play, even when they're not attacking. Yeah. That's not a great showing for Swift Reconfiguration. According to Jet, that card just sucks.
Interesting. I mean, I think it's always been good for me in this format because the games are fast, the boards are small. It's not. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody crew. No, maybe once or twice.
I've seen it get crewed once or twice, but I do think that it is actually quite good here because it's pretty easy to keep the rest of the board clear in a lot of matchups. You don't want it on the defense in your deck. It's good if you're attacking, and then they can't block with the things they crewed with and also the thing that they are crewing. So it's plenty good if you're actually the aggressor. If you're not the aggressor, then it's kind of rough. In this matchup specifically. All right, I got a little sideboard action for you.
What do I take out here?
We're not gonna. I didn't show any of the other sideboard decisions, so we're not gonna show these ones either. Just make your changes and carry on. You're on the play, presumably.
Yes.
Okay. What else is coming out? Man, these sleeves are fucking disgusting.
Hey, thanks to Brett. I'm glad that's been helpful. I missed your last message. Scrolled off.
3-power first strikers are kind of annoying for me.
Yeah.
I do. Well, let's wait till the match is over, and then I have some thoughts.
I have 2 cubes in the main cube con, if that was what's being asked. Regular cube, which is it's just like good, clean, limited magic, and then turbo cube.
Good night,
which
tentacle
is
monster.
very silly.
Thank you for the great life total manipulator that I've hooked into my stream deck. I feel like a super powered person. All right.
Nice.
I genuinely wonder if I'm
Seattle
supposed to.
contingent.
I'm sure I'm not supposed to side out Wasteland against you, but it is really bad in this matchup. Like another colored mana source might be worth it.
Yeah.
Dakaru in the chat.
Oh, hell yeah.
What's up, deck? CubeCon. Ho, 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 ho. T-Pug. I love our beautiful little weird cube community.
I will keep this hand.
Show chat while I think about my life and my actions.
This hand is fine.
Chat. I think I'm going to keep this hand too. Mind you, I'm on the draw. No peeking, Anthony. Look, here's my thinking, chat. I'm on the draw, and this card is very good. And I can always do this if I need to, but I have 2 looks at this. You could argue I should mulligan because this is basically kind of not in my hand already. So would I keep this as a 6? But you know what? I'm doing it. I'm keeping it.
All right, ready? Plains, Figure of Destiny. Say go.
All right. I will draw a card. I will play an Overgrown Tomb Shocked In.
Wow.
Oh, gotta switch back to the window again. That is the only complaint I have, is that these buttons only work when my cursor's in a particular place. I'm going to cast a Utopia Sprawl on my Overgrown Tomb, and I will choose red.
Okay.
I'll pass the turn.
I'll untap. I will draw a card, play a Plains, go to combat. Attack you.
I get bonked for one.
And I will take 2, cast Porcelain Legionnaire.
All right.
And say go.
17, 18. I will untap. I will draw. I will play a Plains, and I will cast Arc Trail, dealing 2 and 1.
Good game.
I will pass the turn.
I'll untap. I will draw a card. Play a Schadenport and a Fairy Godmother and say go.
I'll untap.
I will tap that.
I won't fill up mana.
Okay.
I don't want to. And so I won't.
Yeah, that felt bad.
Well, this currently feels bad.
Great.
I'll play a mountain.
Excellent.
And I will pass the turn.
I'll untap, draw a card, play a Mutavault. Go to combat. Attack you for 1.
I take 1.
Pay 2. Cast Lion Sash. And say go.
Sure you don't want to pay 2 more for something else?
No, I don't.
Okay, well. Oh, okay. You sure? All right, I'll draw.
Isn't this fun?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, this is getting punished for my keep. I will pass the turn.
Here we go. Draw. Interesting. Oh, sorry, I meant that other thing. Not
interesting?
If it was a permanent card. I'll play Plains.
Planes.
Animate.
Yeah.
Mutavault. Let's eat my Figure of Destiny.
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you.
Getting it for 5?
Yes.
I go to 11.
And I did play a land because I have 5 lands in play. Go to my end step. Your go. Tap that.
Dang. I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
I think you kind of just wrapped it up, though.
Wow.
Even if I draw green next turn, I think I'm still donezo here.
You're at 11.
Yeah.
Do I want to get more on the board, or do I just want to attack you for another?
No, you don't want to get more on the board.
No?
Wait, no, I'm on a 2-turn clock. I've done nothing for 3 turns. I can't bear to see you spend mana on anything but killing me. Just kill me.
Let's animate this. Play Iganjo. I don't know if that matters.
I'm not even sure I'd do that, but all
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if I should do that. Well, let's go ahead and eat my
Yeah, sure.
other creature, and then go to combat
Take 6, down to 5.
and say go. Tap your land.
I'm at 5. Is there any way... No, you got me. All right.
Okay.
Did draw green, but it was a shock land. All right, well, we learned. We had a greedy keep, chat. That's what we get. This is how my beats have honestly been for basically every match of this Roto Draft. With you haven't seen any of the other ones yet, chat, but you will see them on YouTube soon. And oof. A lot of beats like that.
It's been a while since I've done stuff with Rashadenford.
Board's still great.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the chat. Thanks for the follow, Gwen Decker.
Trixiolo.
We're here well, that's not true. We're here most Mondays. All right, I'll take the play.
Okay.
That was a one-lander with Utopia Sprawl.
Yep.
But I was like, I get 2 draws. I also had Green Sun Zenith, which I was like, I can go and get an Arbor Elf if I really need to untap this
That's
land.
what it's there for.
But nope, not if I never untap with green ever again. All right. I will take the play. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
All right, that's a mulligan. It's a one-lander, no mana ramp. We're just going to go to 6.
Ooh, this is difficult. I'm on the draw.
Difficult, lemon difficult.
This hand does not function on one land. But let's look. Uh-huh. Of course it was.
T-Pug, thanks for the follow. I wonder what Twitch channel has the most followers but has not opted to turn on affiliate.
I bet there are some big ones that don't because of reasons like they make you, like you can't share videos in certain ways. Like you have to be...
Huh?
There's a terms of service that restricts what you can do with the content that you're streaming to Twitch, I think.
I think that applies to whether you're affiliate or not.
Okay.
All right. This is my 6. Jeez. All right. I'm going to think about this while I show it to Chad Anthony.
Okay.
I'm not answering yet. I'm doing a think. Gosh. I'm going to pitch this back. I think I have much better 5s. See what chat says. Easy keep. You said that about the last one too, Vintage Cube Storm, and then we got ported to death. I'm not keeping this. I'm going to throw this back.
Okay. I will keep this hand. I'm not totally sure what I want to pitch back. I think it's going to be this, even though...
I do not have Dryad Arbor in the cube or my deck.
Yeah, let's pitch this.
Also mulliganing. Just 2 bros down to 5.
No. Sorry, I pitched that card.
Oh, okay. You're not... Okay. You bottomed a card.
Bottomed.
I see. Okay.
Wrong words.
1 cool bro down to 5.
Words.
1 loser at 6.
Just 2 guys in a mulligan. I don't know. How you doing, Sadie? Cube of the stream? She's asleep.
Pretend you sleep. I gotta go back. I also added a crop filter to this thing. Okay, let me fix something real
Thank you. Yeah.
Let me fix something real quick while I
Back when the internet was smaller.
do this. Guess webcam. Filters. Crop pad. There we go. Crop that part out. You look better now. You look so much better, Anthony.
Thanks.
All right. I think the average 5 is better, obviously. I think that. Otherwise, I wouldn't mulligan. Played a lot of games with this deck. I think it's got much better 5s. That was a really rough 5.
Well, it would have been 6.
That was a rough... Well, the best 5 out of that was also really rough. Give me a cut, just for fun. So far on my hands when I'm not cutting or... Oh, no. Oh, no! Get dunked on. Get utterly wrecked. All right. Down to 5. Sure. Still not that good. All right. I'm going to show off the hand. I think this is a better hand than I just had. I'm going to throw back this. And I think, honestly, this... No, I think I got to throw back this. I'll be able to jump right to that if I keep drawing those, but... Yeah, this hand is fine. This hand can do stuff. Don't look at it. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. I will play a Stomping Ground tap and say go.
I will draw a card. Play a Plains, cast Kithian, and say go.
I will untap. I will draw. I'll play a tapped Temple Garden and say go.
Untap. Draw. Plains. Combat. Attack you for 2.
I'll take 2.
Glimmer Lens.
Very nice.
Go.
I'll untap. I will draw. Play Plains. Put a Utopia Sprawl on the Stomping Ground and choose red. Then I'll pay 3 for Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Oh, no.
And I'll find those tokens and pass the turn while I'm doing that thing.
Draw.
By tokens, I mean singular token. Goblin Shaman. Show me portable hole. Attack, attack.
I'm going to have to read all this. Create a 2/2 whenever attacks do that. You may do a bunch. Let's go to combat.
You're in combat,
Attack.
and you have not played land.
I've not played a land.
Alright.
Trigger.
Trigger.
I will draw a card.
Draw your card. I will attempt to block Kithian.
That is fine.
Kithian down.
Play a Mutavault and Blade Splicer.
Sure.
Say go.
Gonna untap. I'm gonna draw. Take this over to chapter 2. Gonna discard a Windswept Heath and draw. I'll play Pia and Kieran Nalar.
That's pretty good.
And I'll play a Guy's Cradle.
Hmm.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Can the back of this copy legendary creatures?
It cannot.
Okay, okay. And you should be at 16. That sounds right. Do you take two from the Glimmer Lens?
Nope.
Great. Good talk. I'll go to combat. Attack with these two. Trigger. Draw a card.
No blocks. Take 5.
All right. I will play a Plains. Cast Phyrexian Revoker.
Sure.
Name this card.
Sure.
Cast a Selfless Spirit.
Sure.
Pass.
Untap. Draw. Flip. Play an Overgrown Tomb and pass the turn.
Draw. Play Plains. So you've now got a 2/2, and you can copy a Thopter.
Summoning Sick.
Summoning 6. Oh, right. It exiles and returns. Magic cards. Don't hate that. All right, let's activate the Mutavault. Go to combat.
For those of you wondering how Glimmerlens is, pretty good, as you can see right now.
It's pretty good for the price. Question is, do I want to throw this Revoker in? I don't think so. Do I also not want to throw the Selfless Spirit in? Shoot. 2 flyers. You're at 11.
I'm at 11. It's already drawing you 3 cards, right? The Glimmerlens.
Yeah.
About to draw your 4th. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. And you can get it with Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, I will just attack with these 3. Trigger Glimmerlens.
Mm-hmm.
Draw.
Okay. I will offer a trade with the rebel, and I'll take 5.
Cast Elspeth's Smite.
Okay. Exiled?
Yeah. Take 5. Play a Lion Sash.
Sure.
Say go. Too many dudes. Yeah, we're just going 2 columns. 2 rows.
Yeah, you got me. Got super flooded.
Whew.
This is how all my matches went, man. I just couldn't draw cards correctly.
My favorite thing about this board state is my Mutavault with First Strike.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Don't think I didn't notice that.
I knew you noticed it.
Ugh. I had a couple draws there, but I do nothing but lands.
Damn.
Hindsight, chat is the Pia blocked the Golem token last turn and then was just exiled to Elspeth's Smite. Yeah, maybe I should have only just kept 2 lands in my opening 5. That's got to be wrong, though. I had the option of keeping Titania over a land.
That is tough.
2 lands Titania? Feels awful.
Did you have Gaia's Cradle and a bunch of small
Did
stuff?
not have Gaia's Cradle. I had Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, Plains, Fable the Mirror Breaker, Pia and Kira Nalar, Titania, Field of the Dead.
Yeah. I got rid of the Swift reconfiguration, which felt not great because it was the only interaction in my opening hand, but it also just felt really bad in this matchup, so...
I mean, it would have been fantastic in that board state.
Great right there,
It's really, really good if you're the aggressor. It's incredible.
But you were on the play, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to swing that.
Yeah. Well, there I go. Ending my Roto Draft 2-5.
It's my first win. Hooray. Sorry.
That's fine. I mean, this deck just obviously is not very good. Or I got...
but it's...
just incredibly unlucky across the entire thing. I think it's got major problems, obviously. I did have Wolf Brawl I wanted to draw into there. That would have been a really good draw. But aside from that, I didn't have much to draw into even at that point in the game. So yeah, second hand was Shatter Skull Smashing, Sheltered Thicket, Ren and 6. And some other stuff. So Ren and 6 with no land to recur, and 2 cards that I really don't want to play as lands as my only lands. We can look back at the rest of that hand. It was fine. I think it also had a Green Sun Zenith. What else? It had Vanishing Verse, because I remember that was the card I was going to pitch back. So that was going to be the 7th card. What else did that hand have? It was these 5. What are the last 2 cards? It wasn't anything great, I remember. I think maybe Knight of the Reliquary? Cobra... Zenith. Yeah, like this hand is dog shit too. It's really bad. I mean, there's something to be said for
This hand looks... What's wrong with this hand?
Well,
you're gonna draw a land.
I have to draw a land.
Yeah.
It's bad as I have to draw a land, and if you have a Schadenport, I just lose on the spot.
Correct.
What's bad about this hand is I have to at least bolt myself. So turn 1, I do this. Turn 2. Let's just draw a card. Why not? See what happens.
Let's see what happens. This is data.
I think it definitely folds to port.
I feel like port is also like only really good if I can
we draw
get a threat in play
Cotter,
first.
we bolt ourselves, we Ren and 6, we down tick on your Kithian. Okay. Then we untap, we draw Overgrown 2.
You had it.
Yeah, it might have been a better hand. I don't know. Maybe. And then Overgrown Tomb, shocking. I have taken 5 damage off my lands, but
you're having a good time
now
doing
I have a board state at least. But I mean, like, I don't know. If I had drawn anything other than lands with the other hand, it would have been much better. I just drew running lands with that hand literally until the end of the game. If I had drawn anything else, it could have been a much better hand, obviously. I don't know. I do feel like mulligans are hard, and maybe one of my holes.
I mean, I think they're one of the hardest parts of Magic because you don't really get feedback on whether or not you did it correctly.
You can never know is the thing.
Itself.
You can never know. Yeah, like that hand did not work out. Also, multi-5 is hard against this deck if you're going to have a turn 2 Glimmerlens no matter what.
Yeah.
Like none of that things that it did answer Glimmerlens. Territorial Kavu, if I did draw that off the top, as I did just now, is nice because it makes you use a removal spell. But then you have the Elspeth Smite, and then we're just back in losing to Glimmerlens territory.
Glimmerlens
is really good. Okay, very good keeps. You think the Sheltered Thicket? I agree. The first hand was a keep. That's why I kept it. The on the draw, Arc Trail plus Utopia Sprawl plus Green Source. Like I think that's a fine keep. I agree with you on that one. I don't agree about the Sheltered Thicket, Shatter Skull Smashing, Wrenn and 6 hand. I gotta look back and see if the 7th card actually was Knight of the Reliquary. I don't remember what it was. Wrenn and 6 on the play is okay. And he also has Portable Hole and Revoker and Skyclave Apparition. Like, I don't think this is a matchup where Wrenn and 6 is amazing.
I mean, I was still thinking when you played Fable that I should name Wrenn and 6 with Revoker.
That's insane.
Is it?
Yeah. But I mean, that board, so you had no 1 toughness creatures even. Well, I mean,
didn't I?
Revoker itself would have been the 1 toughness creature, and admittedly, Revoker is bad against Wrenn and 6, but
exactly.
No,
no. Want to protect it.
No.
Magic the Gathering.
But Cobra's only good if I draw lands. If I have 2 lands and I play Cobra, this is just a 2/1.
2/1.
I don't know.
Blocks.
I appreciate the feedback. I don't mean to sound defensive. I don't think it was a very good hand. If anything, it was like right on the cusp. And maybe it was on the cusp I should have kept. I do think I have pretty good 5s in this deck. I didn't happen to land on a pretty good 5. I landed on like a fine 5, which to Jet's point, maybe that was an average 5. But I don't know. My deck has Arc Trail. I decided in Twin Shot Sniper. Like I just wanted to get any of these cards in my opening hand. Like not Vanishing Verse really. That's not as easy to cast. But Arc Trail, Stomp, Shatter Skull Smashing with not relying on it being a land, Lightning Helix, Twin Shot Sniper. Any of these cards would have been fantastic. No, not everything needs to draw lands to the same degree. Some hands can be fine missing a couple land drops and still do a lot of stuff. And I maintain that hand could not. Lotus Cobra and a Wrenn and 6 that can't uptick on anything.
But you simulated it, and you would have drawn a land.
That's true. And the simulations are true. I just wanted these cards. Like, is it too much to ask for these cards? Apparently it is. March also. All right, well, 2-5 it is.
Wow.
Looking forward to doing the debrief video where I throw my hands up in the air and say I'm awful at Magic. I don't know how to play.
It's okay.
Ugh.
What are we going to play tomorrow?
Do you think this is a good matchup for you, out of curiosity?
I never feel like it's a good matchup.
Well, it's probably a good way to approach it.
I
can never be disappointed.
Like you have just some like huge snowballing stuff that like as soon as you have Titania and as soon as you have big stuff that is out of range, a lot of my removal only hits small stuff like Portable Hole, Elspeth Smite, even. I
said these things in the overview, and I was like, all I have to do is simply play a 4 toughness creature.
Maybe I should have just brought this in. Actually,
I would have.
I also could have brought. I didn't want to think too hard about mulliganing, but these are the cards. Honestly, War Gears also may be fine. Just that it lets me like turn my first strikers into things I can actually tangle with your big guys.
Yeah, War Gear is good in this matchup. I don't have a ton of.
I didn't know what I should cut, and I didn't feel like.
There's an argument for not bringing in War Gear just because I can March of Early Worldly Light it, and then also get rid of the creature. But that's my only artifact removal, so.
That's true.
I think Roto Drafts are really interesting as an exercise for informing cube design, as my next cube updates will indicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk to Matt Grinder sometime. I don't know if he knows us or likes us, but I think his cube is cool. Cool looking, at least. I haven't played it before. But we'll see him at CubeCon, presumably. Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. It is now 9 p.m., and that means it's bedtime for us old men.
Nope, it's
Zelda time. CubeCon!
Or maybe I'll go...
I'm excited for you all to see all the other matches that I recorded of the Roto Draft, because they all went about this way, where I feel like my deck is pretty well positioned, and then just things go wrong, and I get ported and I lose the whole game because of port, or I have to mull to 5 and then don't draw well. But also, if that happens all the time, maybe the deck is just... I mean, like, I do note that I have almost no card selection, and I have no actual card draw. I have card advantage in the form of stuff like Fable the Mirror Breaker and Planeswalkers and things like that. Augur of Autumn. But I don't actually have cards that say draw cards, which I felt was really important, more important than I anticipated against Alex's Luris deck. Because he was just playing removal plus cards like Luris and Dark Confidant, and it was just like, okay, so you have removal from my stuff, you're going to draw cards, and I'm going to be hoping my virtual card advantage engines work out, except you can remove them all. It was a big difference. This deck, I should have prioritized, I think, Sylvan Library a lot more highly.
Sylvan Library is a card that...
It's been a long time since it's shined in this cube, I think, and it really shined against me.
Well, I just really don't want to play it either on stream or in a Roto Draft.
Oh, I do.
Playing the same deck.
I think it's fine. I'm happy to do that.
No way. Not for me.
All right, cool. Anthony's going to go play Zelda, and I'm going to go to bed. Hugs and kisses.